What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be playing some top ladder using the best HOG deck in Clash Royale right now. So as you guys know, Tesla is by far the best building in the game right now. I think in my opinion it could even use a small nerf. I know a lot of Expo players in the comments are going to be saying like, no, please don't nerf the Tesla, but in my opinion, really strong building, definitely the best in the game right now, especially after the bomb tower ended up getting nerfed. You have Earthquake to help you break through buildings. You can also Earthquake cycle, especially in double and triple elixir. You can get so many Earthquakes down, it's crazy. You have Firecracker, which in my opinion is a really good card. It's also underrated in my opinion. I think some people don't realize how strong it is, how much value it gets for only 3 elixir. And then Valkyrie is in this deck just because there's still a good amount of people using Goblin Drill, so it has Valkyrie instead of the Knight just to help with some splash there. And then Skeleton's obviously an Ice Spirit, kind of like as your cycle card. So before we get in the first game, if you guys want to support me, you can use my credit code BOSS in any Supercell game. Really do appreciate all the support. It does mean a lot, and I'm at 7,255 trophies right now. We're 134th in the world. We're going to try to push up even more, see if we can make it to 7,300. So let's get in the first game here, and the last thing I'll say is subscribe if you guys don't want to miss any content. Help me reach my goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm going to be uploading a lot, so I'll do my part to help get there as well. So here we go. We're versus Gerald. We found our first match. We actually found it quite quickly. Don't even need to edit out the search time there. So he's going to go for a Fire Spirit. We'll go for Skellies like this, and then we can go Firecracker in the back. So he's going to have a Skeleton Barrel. So it could be a log bait deck of some sort. Not entirely sure. Fire Spirit's definitely interesting. Don't see that a lot. I mean, I do see the Furnace a bit more, but I usually see the Electro Spirit and Ice Spirit a little more than the Fire Spirit. So he is going to have the Goblin Drill. I'm actually going to go ahead and Earthquake, because what that's going to do is pretty much take out those Goblins there. We can go for Skeletons like this. And our Valkyrie is going to help out a ton against the Goblin Drill. So definitely glad I have the Valkyrie over the Knight. We'll just go for an Ice Spirit like that. And he, I guess, just has kind of like a... So far, it's looking like kind of like a bait Goblin Drill cycle deck almost. I'm going to Hog, and then I'm actually going to go for a Tesla. We can log this, and I guess I logged a little early. I don't know that timing just yet on that log, because the Goblin Drill is still a little... guess kind of new, so I needed to wait like a little while longer to log, but we were still able to clean that up. He might go for a Fire Spirit at the bridge when the Tesla expires. We got to watch out for that. Yeah, he does, so let's just go for Skeletons. I'm going to go for a Hog. We do outcycle his Goblin Drill, so he's forced to go for Rascals. You get one Hog hit on top of the tower. I'm going to go for a Tesla. We're going to log all this. Spirit, take a little bit more damage than I would have liked. However, we are going to have a Hog now. Nice little counter push, because he doesn't have Drill in cycle at the moment. So let's see if we can take advantage of that. Do I Earthquake that? No, let's not. I think that's a little aggressive. Hog is getting so many hits in. With good Firecracker opportunity here, obviously. Go Skellies like this. He's going to Fireball. He's not able to hit the tower, though. I'm actually going to log this. And then I'm going to send in a Hog. We'll go for a Firecracker. He's going to have to drill on defense, which is great for us. I am going to have to Hog to distract this, though. Okay. Close game, I have to say. Let's Spirit. Tesla. Valk cleans it up. I'm going to Hog. And then Firecracker. Let's actually log this too. See if we can protect our Firecracker. We can. No hits from the Hog, but Firecracker's getting chipped, and we cycle back to another. Earthquake this. That's game. GG. Not that bad of a matchup in my opinion. We had a lot of answers for him. You saw we had Log, which got good value against the Rascals. Good value against Skeleton Barrel. And we had Valk CC. Valk coming in clutch. I think if we had Knight, we would have had a good chance of losing that, honestly, because, I mean, Valk just came in clutch in several situations that matched, like against that Drill, Rascals, and he had the Goblin game but didn't even use it because it just got absolutely no value for him. So super easy matchup for us, going to put us 114th in the world, one game away from 7,300. We'll see if we can get there, and I'll see you guys when I find the next match. Okay, here we go. So we found a game here versus Japanese player. It's a bit higher than us, so a win here would actually give us quite a bit. He's going to have that Goblin drill. We'll go Valk. Even trade. And we get some counter push, obviously. I'm going to hog right behind when we hit 10 elixir. Princess comes out, so another kind of bait type deck, I guess, with the drill. It's going to have Tesla. So instead of Earthquaking, I'm just going to log. We'll push back the Valk, take out that Princess, and I just think it's a better play than going Earthquake. Even though, you know, Earthquake is good against... I'd just rather cycle faster because we might even be able to get another hog down when he doesn't have the Tesla and cycle. Let's actually do that right now. Oh my goodness, he misclicked the Goblin Drill. That, I think, is already going to be GG, honestly. But you guys can see, lots of people using Goblin Drill, even after the emergency nerf. It's still strong. I'm probably still planning on making videos on this. This is already over. Like, you know, you can't make a mistake like that. Bad Princess, he tried to activate the King Tower, doesn't even do that, so... Yeah, once again, I think we just have a pretty easy matchup, but it definitely didn't help him that he made that mistake there that early on. So we're just going to go for skeletons like this to distract the Valk. Just go for a Valkyrie on top of this drill and, like, yeah, easy defense. And then we're just going to send in a hog. Afterwards, Earthquake his Tesla, and we should be able to take his tower, or at the very least get some damage, because he's low on elixir because of how aggressive he just went. So let's go for an Earthquake here, right on top of that Tesla. And let's see, do we get one hog hit? Yeah, one hog hit. That's going to put us basically 2 Earthquakes away from winning this game. So unless he takes my whole tower, we won. I'm just going to log this. He might go for wall breakers behind it. If he does, I'm just going to go for a Tesla. Yeah, we have to spend 2 extra elixir, but it's worth it to prevent that damage. We're just going to Valk again. Easy defense. We could just even Earthquake his tower now. I mean, there's no need to even send in a hog at this point. We already have it sealed pretty much. I'm even just going to Earthquake the King Tower too. Let's just cycle that. We can go for a log on the Princess. And yeah, we already won. This bad start from him, honestly, but I think we would have won anyway, to tell you guys the truth. Because, you know, this does good against Goblin Drill and bait decks in general. We're just going to Earthquake this. And the deck he's using is actually kind of a popular one. I saw a couple people using it, especially before the drill got emergency nerfed. This was one that was very common. Very fast cycle bait type deck. But yeah, it's going to be GG. Let's just make sure he doesn't take our tower last second, but no way he can. So 2 easy wins there in a row. 2 similar decks, as I already mentioned. Plus 37. So yeah, 3 wins in a row. I actually got a win there before I started recording the video. Maybe I'll show that towards the end. Maybe I'll show that replay, because I can explain why the Earthquake variant's better than the Rocket variant in that matchup, and I could go over that. It might be interesting for you guys to see that. But there we go. New league reached, 80th in the world right now, 73-27. But we're not going to stop there. We might as well keep going. I mean, maybe we could even make it pretty close to 7,400. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Okay, here we go. We found a match versus Paulo. We'll give him the good luck. Let's see here. So I'm just going to cycle Ice Spirit. He's got Electro Spirit. So go Firecracker. Log. We'll log 2. I don't really want to send in a hog. It's a little too aggressive before I know what he's using. Now I'm going to do it, that I'm at 10 elixir. I guess it's fine. Fisherman, okay. So RG most likely. RG is usually what it is if someone has Fisherman. RG is not a bad matchup, but you have to play it well, obviously, but it's not that bad. We'll go Skeletons to prevent the Fisherman from pulling the Oh, he's got the Mega Minion variant over the Skeletons, okay. I'm gonna have to Valk, I guess. Good thing I didn't play Skellies, because then the Mother Witch would have gotten so much value against those. That's a little more damage than I would have liked to take. It's also kind of unlucky he has the Dark Prince variant. It's actually the deck I made a video on yesterday. The Dark Prince, that's why I think Dark Prince is better than E-Barbs in RG now, because you saw he was able to play that Dark Prince, whereas if he had E-Barbs, he wouldn't have been able to. So that's a little unlucky. The Dark Prince got a lot of value there for him. We have a chance. It's going to be hard, though. It's actually a very nice hog. Yeah, it's going to be GG. Honestly, as I mentioned at the beginning, it's not a bad matchup. In fact, I actually think HOG has matchup. We just had a very unlucky start. The RG in the back can be like pretty annoying like early on, not going to lie. But I usually, when I have HOG, beat RG. And when I have RG, if I'm playing like against a good HOG player, I'll normally lose. So like he played it well, had a little bit of like a lucky start for sure as well. Like just an unfortunate cycle for us. Maybe I should have also pre-placed like a Tesla or something like that, and then cycle back to another one when the RG came down. I think maybe that's what I would have done differently, but overall definitely a little unlucky and just not the best start. But yeah, we'll go into the next game and see if we can get some wins again. Okay, here we go. You found a match versus Canario. So Canario, I guess, is playing the game again. As you guys know, he was the former CRL champion with Team Liquid. I don't know if he, I think he kind of like took a break and came back, and now he's playing again, because I noticed he's been playing the last couple months on ladder. So here we go. It looks like this is actually potentially going to be RG here again. So I guess we have a chance to redeem ourselves, which will be nice if we can do that. I don't know if I like that Mother Witch by Canario there, just because it kind of I mean, it kind of just died at the Tesla. So here we go. This is a better start for us. Megamine doesn't get a hit. This is a better start because you can see we didn't take damage from that first RG like we did in the first game. So we're already looking better here, because I honestly think, and this is going to be sound very weird, because you think of HOG being like pretty OP in single elixir, but in this type of matchup, I think it gets much easier in double and triple elixir for the HOG player, because you can just spam Teslas, firecrackers, and stuff like that. So I'm honestly liking our situation right now compared to the last game. We'll see if we can manage to like keep this lead. You see here, this Tesla is going to do just a fantastic job of taking that out. He's even going to go for a Mega Minion into our Firecracker, I don't know how I feel about that play. I'm going to Skeleton, see if we could catch the Fisherman. Unfortunately, we don't. It was a good placement on his end. I'm going to do this. Is he going to go aggressive? Ooh, he doesn't hit the... I'm going to log. Nice. I'm not going to play anything. I don't want it to turn into a pig. Ooh, we played that Fisherman in the opposite lane. Oh, but it still went in the... Dang. Nice. This time... Okay. This time, he's playing the Fisherman's in the right lane. RG comes out in the back, okay. Oh my gosh, let's go! Oh my gosh, we redeemed ourselves. After losing to RG in the last game we won, and I have to say, I thought that this was a pretty good matchup for HOG, but I felt like I played that pretty much perfectly and it was still so close. In my opinion, maybe it's not that good for HOG when they have the Dark Prince because their cycle is just so much faster. But if they have the E-Barbs in the RG deck, it's much easier because you can outcycle them and get hogs to the tower like so more often. So that just shows you guys why I like using, in the last video I made a video on RG Dark Prince, that shows you it's much better versus cycle decks like HOG. Like that was so close that game. So we managed to redeem ourselves after losing to RG in the last game. That was insane. Like we just barely got that Earthquake off, and that was what I was talking about. Like you saw in double and triple elixir, I was just absolutely spamming the Earthquakes on the tower, and we've just barely managed to pull ahead into damage lead. So I think we're gonna go for one final game here, win or loss. This will be the last match, and I'll see you guys when I find it. Okay, here we go. This will be our last game, and then maybe after this I could show the replay of that match I had versus HOG Rocket and show you why I think EQ is better in like the mirror match. So here we go. This guy's a bit lower than us. So if we lose like 40, which would be really unfortunate. So we'll do our best to win this here. Mother Witch comes out. Are we going to play against RG Mother Witch again? Maybe we will. RG is so good right now, so a lot of people are using it. We'll go Valk. And he's going to have a bridge spam type deck. So the question is it P.E.K.K.A. or is it going to be maybe like... a Goblin drill. Like, some people are using Goblin drill bridge spam. I guess we'll see. My guess is P.E.K.K.A. though, because usually when someone has Ram Rider, it's usually P.E.K.K.A. It's got Fireball. So, I'm just going to cycle Earthquake. I mean, if he wants to Fireball, cycle Earthquake. So, probably force something out of him. He's going to be up like 1 or 2 Elixir. No, he's not doing anything, so we'll go Ice Spirit. I guess I'm just going to Valk into the E-Wiz. I don't really... Did I say Ice Wizard? I meant to say E-Wiz. I might have said Ice Wizard by mistake. Doesn't really matter. So, just going to go P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge. I don't really know how I feel about that play. That feels a little aggressive in my opinion. But we'll see if he gets something out of it. Oh boy. P.E.K.K.A. almost barely doesn't get a hit. And he does not have the elixir he needs to get that Ram Rider down in time. As a result, HOG is going to get just an insane amount of damage on top of his tower, bringing his tower down to 1640. So this is looking pretty solid for us, I have to say. Tesla is just OP against the Ram Rider, so honestly, I feel like if I play this well, I should be fine. The only concern I have is the Mother Witch. Obviously, Mother Witch is going to be annoying because we do have skeletons, so we got to watch out for that. But kind of like the last game versus Canaria, I feel like as long as we play it well, we should be fine, but we'll see. I'm going to go for a Valkyrie here just to, you know, like keep the... try to keep the Firecracker alive. He does, of course, go for the Fireball, but we can cycle back to another Firecracker. If he plays a Mother Witch, I'm going to have to try to, like, log and Earthquake it and just do everything I possibly can to take it out. P.E.K.K.A. is going to go into this Tesla here. We are going to have to play another Tesla very, very soon, just because the one we have down is going to expire shortly. So there we go, another Tesla coming in on that Ram Rider. And this is why, guys, Tesla, in my opinion, needs a nerf. Like, I know... As I said, in the comments, there's going to be tons of Expo players, like, saying, no, like, don't nerf the Tesla. Tesla is so OP, though, and you guys are seeing it right here, just, like, absolutely carrying me in this matchup. So let's see. Let's go for another Tesla here. Just keep up the Tesla spam. We can go for another Firecracker, knowing that he doesn't have the... Let's actually go for an Earthquake. I think we can get away with that pretty easily, knowing that just our Tesla will save us on defense over and over again. Bad Bar Barrel, not even hitting the Firecracker. Again, you guys are seeing why I think Firecracker's pretty broken too. Like, this type of matchup just really showcases why, like, the Firecracker and Tesla are just so broken. He does manage to take both of them off the board there, but I'm not too concerned because we got 2 Teslas down, absolutely shredding this P.E.K.K.A. And unfortunately for him, there's not going to be too much he's able to do because we're just able to pretty much just, you know, just defend. We don't even have to hog. Like, we can just defend. You know, it's pretty crazy. I was even tempted to cycle an Earthquake on the tower. I decided not to. Once again, horrible Bar Barrel. He's going for bad Bar Barrels. I think he's, like, getting so annoyed because of these Firecrackers, but he's just not able to do really anything. So he's going to try to go for a Ram Rider. I don't know if that's going to work, man. He does go for a Fireball, but he only hits 1 of the Teslas, not 2. So as a result, it's just going to be easy defense every time. And yeah, I almost feel bad for him. Tesla's broken. There's nothing he can do. And yeah, we got to... I want Tesla to get nerfed. I think it's OP. I'm not complaining, though, because you know, it helped us out this video a ton. There we go. Really nice video. We only lose 1 game. And honestly, we got a little unlucky. I'm not saying, like... I'm not just saying we got unlucky because we lost. I truly think we got unlucky. We had a bad cycle at the beginning, but we redeemed ourselves in the next game. Had a really close match there versus Canaria. So we do win 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 games, lose only 1. Not bad at all. Now let me show you guys this game versus Pandora here. Really good player, finished 2nd in the world. Let me show you guys why EQ is better in this matchup. We'll do 4 times speed, single elixir, and the main reason why is just the cycle. Like, you have like EQ for that Tesla, and when they have Rocket, they're just not able to keep up with it. So I'll just show you guys kind of like the beginning of this game here in 4 times, and then slow it down to 1 times when we get in double. Like, you just are seeing, you know, I actually don't even have a great start. I kind of messed up. I didn't activate the King Tower, and also he activated his, but we were completely fine. I don't think that was a good Firecracker, though, on his end. But anyway, we are here now in double elixir, so I'll just go ahead and slow it down just so you guys can see what's going on a little bit easier. Send in a HOG here, and then I can even freely cycle Earthquakes even if I'm not hitting the Tesla. That's what helps us out a ton. I go for prediction Skellies knowing he was going to go for the Hog, and then what I realize is now that I know, okay, he probably has Rocket because he hasn't been playing Earthquakes, I'm like, alright, I'm just going to play my Tesla lower. Like, I don't even need to play it high up. I have the luxury of playing it lower, which is just going to help me a ton on defense too. So I go for a Valk here, and I was considering going for a Hog, but then I was like, I don't want to right away because he might predict with a Rocket. He didn't though, so I just decided to go in for a Hog after that. As you see, low Tesla here, just going to clean up his Hog, and we have a nice lead, and it's mostly because of these Earthquakes that we're just able to cycle. Finally get the King Tower activated, which will pretty much ensure that our defense is going to be much easier, and it already was pretty easy because he doesn't have Earthquake, but now it's just going to get even easier. So he plays the Tesla again in a spot I can't Earthquake it, but you see I'm like relentless, like with just spamming my spells like Log and stuff like that, and he can't go for a Rocket. That's why it's so hard for him, because if he goes in for a Rocket, he's not going to have the elixir he needs to defend. Like, I'm just able to then like outcycle him and like just go for a Hog EQ, and it's just so hard for him. That's why I prefer using this deck with Earthquake, and that's why I think it's the better variant. So I go in here, go for an Earthquake. He doesn't have the Tesla and cycle. You know, he even goes for a bad Tesla there. In my opinion, that was a mistake. He didn't play this game perfectly. Like, that Tesla there, definitely probably the biggest mistake out of all of them. I think he expected the Hog to get another hit. It didn't even end up getting one. It died, so that went to complete waste. Hog, though, was not a good play on my end there. I kind of played it into a Tesla that was still alive, but he did a smart play by pressuring, and I have to say Pandora did a very, very good job here in triple elixir, like making an effort to come back. Like, you're seeing he's being so relentless with his spam that I'm having a hard time pressuring him with like Earthquakes and stuff like that. His Hog even gets a hit here, and you know, he's kind of like slowly coming back, but the good thing is I have enough of a lead to where it doesn't really matter. So we just defend here easily, and then I just cycle my Earthquake. I don't even think I send in another Hog. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I do. I just focus on defense for the rest of this game. I log here, and then I think I send in one more Earthquake to just make sure, you know, we have the lead sealed, and that's GG. We win this by a good margin, and it's all because of the Earthquake. He was not able to use that Rocket pretty much all game, so nice win there. And that is going to be it for the video. I don't think I checked my ranking after the last game. 71st in the world. Obviously, you know, still a lot of the season left. Maybe I'll try to push to like 7,500 or something like that for my next video. I don't really know, because I'm back home now after my trip, as you guys know, so I'm going to have a lot of time to play ladder. We'll try to get a good ladder finish this season. Wasn't really like satisfied with my ladder finish last season, so try to do my best this season. That is going to be it for the video. Make sure to like it if you enjoyed it, subscribe if not subscribed already, and thanks again. Until next time, guys.